Okay, have you ever asked yourself, what does he want? He seems like he likes me. He seems like things are getting along well, but he doesn't seem to want to commit. Well, listen, I want to give you today 5 reasons he doesn't want a relationship. Let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of the Mind of the Man. I am Kelvin Troy Johnson, creator of this channel where we help women to understand how men think when it comes to love and relationships and dating and all of that. And so before we get into this great topic we have today, please hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell, boom, so that you can be notified when the next video comes up, and then hit us with a nice thumbs up, so that we can advance the channel, so that YouTube will know that somebody's interested in hearing about how men think and relationships and all that good stuff. And so we want you to be involved here. So let's get into this topic today. This is a good topic. We're going to talk about how men think when it comes to relationships and the 5 reasons he doesn't want a relationship. You might want to send this one to a friend of yours or somebody that you know who could benefit from this talk. So let's get into it right now. Okay, so today I've got 5 reasons to talk to you about why a man doesn't want a relationship. And I'm just going to start from number 5 and count my way backwards, okay? So number 5, this isn't it. Listen, number 5, this isn't it. Look, you can be beautiful. You can be wonderful. You can have, so many things in common. But if you don't match up to how he sees his life in the future, you aren't it. Look, you can have the same religious background, the same growth background, but there could be some things in his life, in his past, that it just rubs him the wrong way. He might be apprehensive. He might be fearful. He might have had bad examples in the past of relationships, and he is just nervous, scared, concerned. All of those things. Now you might be thinking, look, Cal, I'm just talking about being my boyfriend. I'm talking about being my significant other. He don't even want to commit to that. I'm telling you, often men have this thing in their minds about the future and how you match up to the future and the thought that he has for the kind of person he wants in his life. And if he doesn't ask you to be his main lady, it might be because you just aren't it. Or it's just not there. Number 4, it's out of line on paper. Listen, you can have all these great qualities, but if it doesn't make sense to him, then he won't pull the trigger. Listen to this. Women think on an emotional level, women will do it all, throw it all away for love. They will just run with the love, right? But men are a lot less likely to throw it all away for love. Men are thinking logically. They're thinking, how does this match up? Now, so here are some of the things that he might be thinking about. Is she too old? Is she too young? Does she have the same family background that I have? Does she have the kind of family background that I want to be connected to in the future? How do we look together? I'm telling you, listen, some of these things you might find very light and insignificant, right? But men don't find these things light and insignificant. They find them very important, which is why he won't make you his main lady. Okay? So if it doesn't line up right on paper, like if there's something about you and him together that he just doesn't feel comfortable with, he's not going for it. Now, the third reason that he may not want to have a relationship, get into a relationship with you, is that he's got moving plans. Listen, if a man is planning to move, let's say out of the country, move to a different town, a different city, and a different place, he's not likely to want to hold on to somebody and kind of plant roots with someone if he's in transition mode. Okay? If he's in transition mode, listen, when men in transition mode are thinking about the journey ahead and are thinking about what's behind, and they don't really want to get attached to somebody and then have to have a long distance relationship and all that sort of thing. So it's better just to not even get involved at all and just kind of keep it going. And so that might be one of the reasons. If he's going back to school, like if he's a young guy, he's going back to school, or if he's an older guy, he's in a different part of his life. Maybe he's in the military. Maybe he's just planning to get out of that small town and go live someplace better. Whatever that is, if he's in transition mode, physical transition mode, he's not likely to want a new relationship. Number two, he's working on his own personal or professional growth. Listen, here's the fact, and all men know this as a fact. There is no real romance without finance, okay? Ladies, yeah, as much as you want him to be around, as much as you want him to be your man, you do not want him to be your broke man. You don't want him to be your broken man either, right? So he may be working on himself. He's working on building himself, his personal growth, his motivation. Maybe he's getting his mind together to start a business or whatever it is. He's doing personal development and professional development and working on himself, getting his mind focused and going forward in the future. So listen, you don't want a half-baked cake, okay? Let that cake bake all the way. Let him do all the inner work that he needs to do. So when he is ready, he's coming for you. Number two is he's just taking a break from relationships. Listen, there's nothing wrong with a man taking a break from relationships. If you've been in a long-term relationship and it ended, you're not quite likely to just jump into a new one. If he was married before and the marriage ended, he's gonna need a break. Like, he's got to reset his mind, reset his life, reset his positioning, his focus. He's got to reset everything in his life to being a single man and just getting his bearings. And it takes a while. Listen, it takes a while for a man to get himself together, to go forward and understand who he is now. So he may be just taking a break from relationships. He doesn't want to have to give. Look, men know that their job is to provide. You know what I mean? Even if it's in a relationship, he is to provide, emotional support. He is to provide flowers. He's to provide food. He's to provide the date. He's just to pay for all the things, or just to do all the things. And you know what? Sometimes it's good for a man who's coming out of that situation to just take a break and provide for himself. Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. I suggest you do the same thing if that's your situation. But there's nothing wrong with a man just wanting to take a break. And number one, listen, this had to be said. There's another woman. Listen, you can't get past this conversation without making that point known, that sometimes they're just another woman. Now, I'm not saying necessarily another woman that is in his life. Maybe there is. But maybe there's another woman that he is emotionally holding out for. Maybe it's an old ex-girlfriend, ex-wife that he still thinks about, and she's got her hands on the grip on his heart, and he's not ready to open it up to anybody else just yet. So if he's got another woman on his mind, he's not likely to want to get into a new relationship with you. It may have nothing to do with you directly, right? This sort of thing is not something. Look, the lady could have passed away, right? It could be a woman who's not even alive anymore. But if he's not emotionally ready to open his heart and to show you that you are his woman, you are the love of his life, and he wants you to be his lady, guess what? If he's not ready, he's just not ready. And if he's not ready, he's not ready for you. So it is what it is. So that's our list. Look, listen, ladies, don't impose your will on a man. If he's not ready, he's not ready. And just take it as it is. You know, you can't make a man be ready. You can't put the screws to him. You can't impose upon your will upon his will. He has to be willing to open himself up, open his heart up, and show you that he is ready for a relationship. And when he is, when he's done the work he needs to do, he'll be better for you. So hang in there. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Listen, if you haven't done it yet, please hit subscribe right now and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And we're going to keep getting these videos out to you. Please hit a thumbs up. The thumbs up helps us to know that the show is helping somebody. And if you really want to help us, drop us a comment. Just say peace and love. Peace and love, Kelvin, or I agree, I love this, something. Leave a comment there in the comment section so that the channel advances. YouTube knows that we're doing something over here and we can do more of it and get it more widespread audience. Okay, so if you're interested in a love coach session, hit the link in the description down below. You can send us an email and we will respond. If you got a question or a subject that you'd love to have it covered, you can shoot us a message at lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com and we'll get it out there. We'll check it out, and if it fits, we'll make it happen. So join our membership. lovecoachmember.com is the membership. Join the membership and become a member of the lovecoach.com Love Coach community, and we'd love to have you a part of it. As we always say, peace and love.